Coming to y'all. Let me find these other people. Find my peoples. Finding my peoples. It's happening. They're coming. Jim Pickens. Is he in the room yet? Ooh, this is exciting. Grey's Anatomy, y'all. We're going to be live with 4 people at a time. This is historic. It's brand new. Okay. How y'all doing in the house? We're getting ready to have a nice live conversation with me and Jim Pickens. Yes, Stefania and Jason. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Now, I'm trying to figure this out, how I get my other fellow Grey's Anatomy cast members on with me. I'm trying to think. This is a new model, so just give us a few minutes. We're working it out. My trusted assistant, Michael, I'm going to talk to him later. Yes. Yes. It's happening, y'all. Just be patient. I'm just trying to log on. Let me see if I can get the room in. This is a new feature on Instagram where I'm supposed to be able to have 4 people at once. You know, on my live IG on last Saturday, I had it and I didn't even know how I was doing it. Jim Pickens, are you in the house?
Hey, Debbie, how you feeling?
Hey.
How you feeling, Debbie?
I feel so good. It's so good to see you, honey. Now let me try to get Jim in.
Get the gang in. Get the gang
I
in.
know. It's technology, honey. This is something new.
No, technology hates me. Technology all hates me.
It's so evil.
They
This
don't
is
like
I need the children. I need those children from my dance studio. They know everything.
Yeah, they know. They know. They know.
So are you working today, Jason, or no? Are you off?
Nah, today's my first day off in a minute.
Oh my God.
The last week wore me out. I can't say to folks what it was, but when you see it, you'll understand. I was done. I was done.
Done. I know, honey. Wading in the water, child, trying to get it all done. It's all good. You know, our shows have just been so spectacular this season, from Grey's Anatomy, Station 19, Grey's Anatomy, back and forth. It's really been an amazing feat to be, you know, joined together. How are you feeling about all that?
I'm loving it. I mean, because look, you know, Grey's is home, and then I tell folks it's the home you grew up in, and then the home you made as a grown man. You know, you got grown ass, and suddenly you built the house. I said, Station 19 is the house that I helped build. Grey's is the home I, you know, came into and grew up in, and being able to get them all together for me is the most fun ever. So when we do the crossovers, for me, it's the best of both worlds.
Last week was spectacular. Oh,
off the chain.
God.
Off the chain.
Last week was unbelievable, and the fan reaction to it was predictably, you know, unsettling, but wow, you know, wow. So hats off to our writer, our showrunner, Miss Krista Vernoff, and the writing crew for Grey's Anatomy and Station 19. She's actually managing both shows at once, and it's a lot.
And got the third show, Rebel, coming up.
And Rebel's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Is it tonight? No, it's next week. I think it's next week.
It's early April. So that's a week next week or the week after, something like that.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta make sure you watch Rebel too.
I know we're gonna watch Rebel too. I know. I'm trying to get Jim Pickens in here. We won't have Stefania, but I am trying to get my husband
Stefania couldn't make it. Was she working? Is she on set?
I don't know. I think so. The time, I try to coordinate. I have a night shoot tonight, so I'm going to be working late.
Yeah. That's tomorrow night. That's my Friday night. Is we're going to be, put it on Friday night, and it's like, hey, never mind the weekend shot. Forget about it.
Well, I've been shooting nights all this week, but we wrapped every day by 12 because I told him, honey, I'm Cinderella, child. I can't work past 12. But it's good, though.
But see, you're Debbie Allen. You can say that. You're Debbie Allen. You can say it. I say it, and we still go to dawn. I say it, we still go to dawn. You say it, we need to shut down by midnight. Debbie said shut it down at midnight.
Debbie said shut it down. Shut it down. Oh, and the COVID of it all. I've been trying to give the crew an ice cream truck. For the audiences out there, we give our crews trucks, coffee cup trucks, taco trucks, you name it. But because of COVID, we've not been able to bring anything on the lot. And I thought maybe because I'm on location, I could get away with an ice cream truck. And they caught me. They busted me. They said no. They said no.
We got in. Had you heard of Big Man Bakes?
Yeah.
It's a black-owned bakery shop. We Oak and I the other day because the crew took care of us because, like I said, they were wearing us out. So we got them Big Man Bakes the other day, and that was 3 days later. They were still talking about those cupcakes were some of the most delicious things ever. So they appreciate it. They appreciate it. So,
they do, and they deserve it. So now tonight's episode is epic in its own right. The aftermath of DeLuca's death, and we won't give you all any spoilers, but it's a big episode tonight. Tonight is as big, if not bigger, than last week. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, if it feels the feels, the clutch, the pearls, the feels, all that is going to be on tonight. Yeah,
it's on tonight. And what all this is happening while Meredith is still unconscious. And that is, it's such a serious situation. I don't know about you, but it's so hard right now. My whole family, the caregivers for my mother, we're trying to get everybody vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just very difficult. COVID is no joke, though. It's
not a game.
It's not a game. And I feel blessed that on both of our shows, we are actually dealing with that. There are a lot of shows that don't deal with it, but we are taking advantage of the nature of our shows, which is medical for you as well. I mean, firefighters are the first responders,
we're paramedics at the same time as being firefighters. So, we try and keep you alive while we get you to the hospital. And,
yeah.
And it's, the fact that our shows do that, I understand the shows that don't want to deal with it. They're like, we're just going to be some escapist entertainment for folks. And we still provide the escape.
Yeah.
But like you said, because of the nature of our shows, it would almost have felt irresponsible to not say, no, let's make sure people actually hear the real facts about, this disease is, because remember when it started, look, we just hit the year mark and everybody was like, well, it's not that much worse than the flu. And I'm like, the flu, the worst case scenario in the flu, like 50,000 people died.
Wow.
We're beyond 10 times that. And it's amazing. So the vaccine, everybody's coming out for it. Did you see Dolly Parton, your girl Dolly Parton's video? Because
yes!
I know you did that movie with Dolly.
I did. I love Dolly. Dolly, she put her money where her mouth was. She put up $1 million to try to push this technology in the clinical trials. And thank God. Thank God. And so right now, I wish everybody would just kind of calm down and, stop the attack on anybody right now.
Yes.
The Asian community is suffering in a way that it should not be. It should not be suffering in this way here in America. It's
the worst scenario when crises happen. That's when we need to come together. That was the whole point. That's what wearing a mask is about coming together. They said from day one, like wearing a mask is not so much. It protects you a bit. It's like a little bit of protecting you, but a lot of protecting everybody else from what you don't know if you have or don't have. And so for me, that was the vaccine. Getting the vaccine again is getting protection for you, but it's also going to set, because we've got to get to that spot where we bring the numbers down. The numbers have got to come down, and it's about taking care of other people. But but the Asian community is feeling the extra level of heat because there's this perception that they're the cause of it, and it's not true. It's the reality is it probably came into our country from Europe, to be perfectly honest.
That is where it came.
You know,
that's that has been documented that more of it came from Europe to us.
Yeah, and wherever it came from, it's a human disease. So now we got to deal with it, and we got to move from there. And so, the attacks, it's just the excuse to divide people, to divide us as a people again. Is when we need to be coming together, and that's why I can't. And that was a whole. I mean, the situation in Atlanta is a level of insanity I can't understand. And so, if nothing else, even if it turns out to be some kind of mental illness, these other things, it shines a light on the fact that what you can't get around is the crazy spike in hate crimes against and discrimination against Asians in the last year, and that it's all connected to these myths about where COVID came from, that sort of thing. And so, it's take care of each other. Take care of each other is the bottom line. And, I mean, for me as a person of color, I consider myself a feminist. All these things, I'm like, if you expect to have allies, you need to be an ally. So if you want somebody to come to your aid, you got to help out other folks. And so I think everybody needs to be speaking out about what's happening to the Asian community right now. In the same way we've been speaking out about people of color all summer long. You know what I mean? Yes. In the same way the LGBTQ community, women have had, the last 3-4 years with the Me Too movement have been, the reality is what's coming down to is we're just not taking it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's on notice.
Everybody's on notice. And we got to get those Grammy people to put some clothes on those girls, honey. That was a little, that's another conversation.
I was going to say, we're going to talk about that, Deb?
Yeah, that's another conversation.
You're the dancer.
I love Cardi B. I love her. I love Megan. But, honey, come on. It was a little much for me. It was a little much for me, and I'm not approved. Everybody should do their thing, but it was a little much for
you speak on it. I'm going to sit back over here as a man and a non-dancer. I'm going to just sit over here and be like this.
Okay, I know you go.
I ain't gonna get in trouble. You ain't gonna get me in trouble. I ain't gonna get.
No, we're not getting in trouble. I'm telling you how I love them. But I think there's a place for everything, and networks have to be held responsible. I'm not blaming them at all. I'm looking at the networks. What are we doing? I'm on Grey's Anatomy. They come to me all the time, covering up my chest like this. That I can't.
Hey.
Oh, Jim Pickens is in the house.
Oh, is Jim coming on? I see Stefania coming in too.
No, that's Stefania.
Made it.
Stefania.
Hey.
Hello. Sorry for the delay. I feel like I'm not the best at technology.
Oh, ciao Bella. Ciao Bella.
Ciao Debbie, come state?
Tutto bene? Tutto bene?
Molto bene, molto bene.
Oh, wow. Well, we were talking about last week's episode that was so epic. You were so beautiful in last week's episode. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Fantastic performance.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so easy with Giacomo. Who doesn't love Giacomo? It was such a pleasure to work with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was with him earlier today. We had a little 2-minute Instagram chat, and he just directed Grey's Anatomy. So,
I know, that's incredible.
Yeah, that was already planned before we knew that was going to be his departure from the show. It was already planned. But last week's episode. So how was it for you, Stefania? How was your response from your fans and everybody?
It was incredible. It was amazing. Everybody was so upset, obviously because of the whole thing, but also emotional. And I feel like it's also very cathartic for a lot of people to be able to cry some of our feelings for everything that has been happening in the past few months out. At least for me as an actor, I was getting home exhausted from crying so much, but also feeling uplifted because it was like I cried and now I feel better, I feel lighter, and it's all good. But yeah, the fans' response was amazing. So great.
How about that ending where we saw your mother? How about that moment?
I didn't know about that. I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. That was incredible.
It gives me chills right now. It gives me chills.
Have you met your mom yet? Have you had a chance to meet your mom yet?
No, me? No, I haven't.
Oh, she was beautiful, but I just that moment just took our breath away when we knew we were going to do it. And when we cast her because she looks a lot like you, Stefania.
Oh, I love that.
She looks like her. She looks like you. I'll send you a picture of her. She's
Yes,
lovely.
please, because I could only see her from far away in the show.
It was something. That moment was just everything. The beach, the whole idea of the beach. This was Krista Vernoff in her incredible ability, and our writing staff has just taken that to a whole nother level. It's all
beyond.
So you don't want to miss tonight. Tonight is the aftermath of what happened last week, and it's as powerful as last week. I have to tell you, it's as powerful.
Yeah, and it's directed by you.
I directed it. Yes, I did, and with great love. When you see all of it, you have to know this is a show that, for me, is dear to my heart. The people that are in it, what it represents worldwide. Because everywhere I go, I go to Cuba, Mexico, Italy, where I used to go before COVID. But everywhere, Grey's Anatomy has such a presence. And even right now, when I do my Instagram Live on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock, still teach the dance class. And on Saturdays, 9 to 10 o'clock, I have people from all over the world, from Brazil, from China, from Southeast Asia, and, South Africa.
Yeah, it's all worldwide.
Grey's Anatomy. They do. And so I know you all are Grey's Anatomy and Station 19, but we claim you all first because you were born over here with us.
Oh, 100%.
We
and my
birthed you.
very
Okay,
first my very first episode, my very first scene was shot with you. So I have a very special connection, like an incredible connection to you and the show. Yeah, absolutely.
I remember that casting session when we saw you. There was no question about that we wanted you, and that has just proved to be such a great decision on all our parts.
Thank you so much.
But then we stole her over to Station 19.
I know.
Yeah.
We dragged her over to Station 19.
All stealing, and you better come home, Jason. You better bring your butt back home.
Every chance I get.
No,
that's right.
I'm so glad you all could chime in for a little bit. We have thousands and thousands of people watching us. Let me see what our numbers are up to. Our numbers are up to, let's see, 20,000 people. Maybe it's more than that. It's a lot of people in the room with us right now, and they all are so excited about the cross-pollination of our show, and certainly Grey's Anatomy and what's going to happen tonight. So,
yep.
Say hi to you. Let's give you a moment to say goodbye to people.
Yo, I just wanted to say, you're on this side for me.
Sorry.
I just want to say thank you to all the fans for watching, for sticking with the 17 seasons, not stopping anytime soon. I don't know what you heard. We'll see what's up. I mean, they keep all of us in the dark. It's always a guessing game, but that's the fun part. But you've been the most dedicated fan, sticking through us through all the ups and downs, and you want the feels. That's what you want. If it were steady, you'd be bored, and that's not good TV. So we try to make the best TV we can on both Grey's Anatomy and Station 19. It's been a blessing to be a part of it. So thank you all, and I'll see y'all later on tonight when we do the show.
Yes, well, ditto, exactly what he said. And yes, it's such an amazing experience to be part of such an incredible show that chooses to touch so many important topics, so many relevant topics. So we're so happy to have people from all over the world. They're able to connect with the stories that we tell. It's amazing. I couldn't be happier and more proud to be on the show. And thank you so much to everybody for your support. Grazie mille.
Prego. Okay, so everybody, I'll chime in maybe one time just before we go on Eastern time around, let's see, that's 5 o'clock, no, right. 6 o'clock my time. 10 to 6, I'll be back. So love you all. Thank you. All right. See you tonight.
Much love, Deb.
Tonight, honey.
Hi.
Much love, everybody.
Don't miss it tonight.
No.
Okay. Rio? Okay. Are you on? what do? Do I just end and record?